Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time zone fits you best. Today we're going to talk about Toni. And the reason why I'm a little bit late to the party as far as making a video is because I want to approach this in a way that's much different than what other YouTubers are approaching this. Instead of just directly crucifying this woman verbally for the stuff that she's been saying, I want to use this as a teachable moment to black people, to our society, to the black community. I'm from the projects. I'm from the hood. And growing up, I knew we had mental health issues, but obviously our background coming from, I'm not going to necessarily say impoverished, but coming from a place in society where the extra funds is going to go to putting food on the table, it's going to go to paying the bills. That's just a fact of life for us growing up as a people. And when you look at Toni, she has a mental issue, as many of us do. It doesn't matter if she's doing this for views, if she's doing this because she's pissed off at her daughter, if she's really hurt inside. Any person that's acting like this in front of the world, on a world stage, they have an issue. That's a mental health issue to tell the world and speak negatively and vulgarly about your daughter. Hold on 1 second. You have a mental health issue and it needs to be addressed. Toni, whether you want to accept it or not, she's a celebrity. Her daughter is a celebrity. Black China, she is in connection with other entertainers, so that makes her by default a celebrity. And we as black people, we are second-class citizens in Western society, in North America. When you are a group of people that don't control government, finance, you don't control the media or politics, you are a second-class citizen in the country that you live. And the world is watching. Black entertainers and athletes, they're starting to become the worst part of society. Some of them, not all of them. Because they're looking at us as a group, they're not setting an example. And you can talk about I'm being real, I'm being myself. But on a world stage, more people are watching you. They're not really watching me. They're not out there looking at the average Joe public. They're watching black celebrities and athletes. And they're looking at us in general. A lot of people don't understand. I grew up around women like Toni. I myself was raised by a lot of different women, coming from my situation, and she reminds me of them. Someone as sweet as a rose, and in a second can go from 0 to 60 and turn into a dragon. It doesn't matter if you're in her camp, you're her friend, if you're a loved one, anyone that's condoning this behavior, you're as worse as she is. You're as bad as she is. And I'm not trying to take direct shots at her. I'm just speaking in general. I'm using her as an example to make a point. The world is watching. And we as an adult black people, anyone who is logical and considers themselves an adult, we have to call out this behavior. And we have to have a correction to this behavior. We really do. It is inexcusable for that. We have to help one another. We have to work together. Black China, she is going to have to come off of her high horse and let her ego go and sit down with her mom and talk to her mom and work these things out. Because it's not hurting her, it's not helping her career. It's hurting her career. Now, I'm a member of the Israelite nation, so I'm not really interested in seeing black people become rich and famous through Hollywood. Hold on 1 second. I'm not really interested in that. I want to see black people control their own destiny. I want to see them become self-sufficient. I want to see them get out there and be their own bosses and be in charge of that money, not doing things to compromise themselves. No. But still, at the same time, black celebrities and athletes, they're our people, they're my people. So I have to speak on this issue. It's not helping Blac Chyna at all. And the world is watching, like I said. And this is a recurring statement that I'm making in the video, because we're going to have to police each other up. We're going to have to, when we see this behavior, we're going to have to call it out. You know what? Black people are starting to look like and act like the way they're being treated. We're being gunned down in the streets like animals, and some of us are acting like animals. We have to understand that we don't have to lose our morals just because we're being mistreated. Just because we're being abused, we're being oppressed. We don't have to lose our morals. Anybody that is condoning this, that knows her, you're not a real family member or friend. We have to realize that mental health is an issue that has to get fixed. Like I said, it doesn't make a difference why she's doing it, for views, attention. Anyone that is speaking vulgarly and speaking nasty and disrespectful to their daughter for the world to see has a mental problem. And we cannot uplift this type of behavior. We have to look at this behavior and correct it. So I just wanted to say that because I kind of feel a little bit not sorry for Toni, but I feel, kind of close to her, because a lot of women in my life when I was young, it's like her. It's like her. And we have a lot of issues that we need to fix. Let me see what else. Yeah, Blac Chyna, she's gonna have to pull her mom aside and sit her down and talk to her. Because you got to realize one thing. You can say, I'm cutting my mom off. You can say, I'm not dealing with her anymore. You can say, I'm done with her. But you are connected to her. When someone says Blac Chyna, then they're saying Toni too. So her behavior is attached to you. And if you want to be looked at as a person that is an upstanding celebrity, and I don't want to be bashing people, because a lot of people will see this video and say, who is this guy? But just like Extension XX, whatever his name is, he was touched by some savage brothers, some regular brothers off the street. So if black celebrities can be touched by regular people, then I got the right to tell you about the wrong things you're doing and how you should be corrected. That's just fact of the matter. But this is done out of support. So, this is the Expat Israelite. Until next time, shalom.